The pain won't last. Yeah? In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the lyrics for my song, which is entitled The Pain Won't Last. You can go ahead and check it down below. But we're going to be breaking down. Why are we breaking down? It's not just for the sake of breaking it down. Yeah? Because you got to understand, my music is not just music for the vibes. We're not just breaking down nonsense. We're actually breaking it down because there's going to be real lessons for you to take from it that are going to inspire you and help you in your life. So, let's begin. Yeah, I've got the lyrics right here. Obviously, I know the lyrics. Yeah, I just turned 24 and now I'm feeling the pressure. Like, can I really make it? Am I really that clever? I've had some big. Come on, man. Fuck. I don't know why I'm swearing. Apologies. That was uncalled for. That was honestly uncalled for. I apologize. With that being said, I just had to show you that I know the lyrics, but we're gonna read it just so that I remember what part I'm at. Right? I wrote this song when I had just turned 24 years old. Right? For context, I'm 26 now. It was a couple years ago or so. Now, I open up by saying, I know it's hard. The pain won't last. Just stay on your craft. It's a game. Have a blast. You'll be okay. Just laugh. Give it your all, not half. Give it your all. Go in. Yeah? I know it's hard right now, but understand that it's only temporary. The pain does not last. You just got to stay on your craft. You just got to stay focused. Yeah? Stay focused. Have a game as well. Enjoy it. Enjoy life. Life is a game. The way I see it. Down to personal perception. But enjoy it. Enjoy what you're doing. Enjoy your focus. You'll be okay. Just laugh. Laugh through it. Laugh through the pain. Laugh through the challenges. Laugh through the obstacles. Give it your all, not half. Don't go halfway in. Go all the way in. How else are you going to get to your goals? How else are you going to get to the top? Apologies, I just had to take a sip of that water because I've been back to back on recording these videos. Yeah? Should have done it before the video, but it's all good. I just turned 24 and now I'm feeling the pressure. Like, can I really make it? Am I really that clever? I'm like, can I really? I've been thinking I can do this. I've been thinking I'm destined for greatness, but is that really the truth? Is that really the case? Am I really that clever? I've had some big wins. Are those my biggest forever? I've hit some good achievements, but I'm like, is that it? Is there going to be more? Gratefully enough, and I'm saying this because I want you to understand that if you're feeling a similar way right now, understand that, again, the pain won't last. Since writing this song, I've hit much bigger wins. Like, much bigger wins than I had hit at that time. And there's still more to grow, 100%. But understand that there is a progression that you can experience. You have to have that faith. I've had some big wins. Are those my biggest forever? Made a pivot in business and now I'm wondering whether I'll ever get my bread up. Or will I end up fed up like those guys who never sped up in the race of life? Will I get my bread up? Will I really make this money? Or will I just end up like these guys that are disappointed with their life, disappointed with how far they've been able to get? Man, I never want to sit up and see my sons give up on the things they wanted because they never saw me shine. I don't want to be looking at my sons and seeing them give up because they're thinking, they're looking at their dad and they're like, oh, my dad didn't really do too much. I don't really, fuck that. Nigga, like, yo, come on, man. I'm trying to be a seriously impeccable example of what it means to be a gentleman. That's what I strive to do. So, for the world and for my children in the future, I don't have children right now. Relax. Yeah? Relax. Don't have children right now. Don't get ahead of yourself. Next. So I stay focused, but I feel so behind because I still live with mom and I don't know how to drive. Will I prove my believers right or leave himself? Hold on. So on that part, yeah, number one, I can actually whip it now. I can actually, you know what I'm saying? I got the whip. I passed the test. Yeah, we outside, nigga. Anyways. in terms of the situation, so here's the thing. With the whole living, at that time, I was really in my head about this whole living with mum thing. And there's been times where I felt like, even since then, where I felt like, you know what, I'm just going to move out right now. Da, 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 da. But my perception on that has actually shifted because I'm blessed enough to be in this. I actually still live with my mum now. I'm blessed enough to be in a situation where my mum's a G, number one. It's calm, good vibes. We're cool. Yeah. Number two, there's not really anything that I'm not able to do for the most part. For the most part. Uh, um, but there's not really much that I'm not able to do because I live with my mum. But there's a lot that I am able to do because I live with my mum. Because as a result, I'm not going and I'm paying some mortgage, right? A new mortgage of today. I'm not going and I'm not paying some rent of however much it would be, the rent prices that I'm seeing. So it's like that money is able to be invested. It's able to, you know what I'm saying? There's so many different things that I'm able to do with my money that I'm like, you know what? It's not a rush. The only rush to move out, like there are perks, but the key rush comes from, as I reflect, it comes from an egotistic perspective. It comes from a perspective of, I should have already moved out by now, this and that. But what I'm really focused on is I'm rushing in my execution to get to the level where that, for example, let's say 2K, 3K a month on rent or whatever it is an insignificant amount to me. Or let's say it's either 1.5K, whatever. But it's like, I'm also learning about the property market and all that kind of stuff and trying to understand whether it is that I want to rent or whether it is that I want to get a mortgage and all these different types of things. So it's like, I'm still figuring this stuff out and I'm like, now isn't the time for me to just rush into that because there's no real reason to besides it making me feel like, well, I should be moved out now. Now I'm moved out. Like for what purpose? Now I'm in a whole situation where that's an extra bit significant chunk of change that could have been put to other things that I'm actually putting it to now type thing. So I'm just like, you know what? Sometimes you gotta get outside of the social media hype and society hype and all that kind of stuff and realize that a lot of people that even do move out early, they at least people that are really tapped in financially and like study the finance game and all that kind of stuff and very intentional with their money, they actually regret it. Because it's now, for example, if they're renting, it's now longer for them to get a mortgage if they want to get a mortgage or whatever it is. So many different things that I'm seeing. I'm like, you know what? It's not a rush. So my perspective around that has changed. I don't feel like I'm behind simply based on the fact that I'm not moved out. Although I will say, no, I don't know if that's true. I don't feel behind. I guess maybe in a way I do. Maybe in a way. I think though, in my head, I'm kind of just realizing that most people, the reason I don't feel so, I feel behind because I know there are also people that operate at a high enough level to actually move out whilst it's still being financially smart to do so. And I'm not on that level yet myself to be able to do that in a financially smart way. But the reason I don't feel behind in compared to like the average person who maybe moves out at 24 or 23 or whatever it is. I don't know what the average rate age that people are moving out nowadays. But let's say that is the case. I don't feel behind in comparison to them because I also understand that most of them are actually broke. As in reality, most of them are actually broke. And part of the reason why they're broke is because they have this massive expense that they didn't need to have, but they have it because they felt like they had to do so. And now it's more challenging for them to stack up for other things and invest into other things, etc. However, I do feel behind in terms of which, like I said in one of my other songs, which may or may not be out right now. It's called what's it called? It's called Do It This Year. That's the one I wrote when I hit 26. Right? I may be behind. I said I may be behind in that song as well. Just realized, right? But in that song I'm talking about, I'm 26. Shit, man. I should have been further. Should have been rich. I should have been a top earner. Should have been flipping proper E's I've heard of. Niggas do it more at 17 so clearly as possible. So I'm speaking about that. I'm like, okay, cool. I may feel behind in terms of the reality of it is there are people operating at a higher level that are already making 7 figures, multiple 6 figures, whatever it is. And I think in that position, they're able to, for example, move out in a way that makes sense. But I think it's just that I know that, again, if I really wanted to, I could move out, sure, but I don't feel rushed to do that until I have the financial means to do so in a way that's actually financially smart. That's my thought process behind that. Now, that was a long-winded actually breakdown of that particular bar. I'm actually going to break this video down. This video is now going to be about that topic, and I'm going to record a separate video where I'm going to continue these bars. Yeah, so appreciate you for tuning in. That was just about obviously property and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what I'll title it, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. Drop a like if you're feeling the video. Yeah, let me know. It does give me feedback on what kind of videos you guys are feeling and what kind of videos I should be doing more of and all that kind of stuff. Outside of that, you guys make sure you subscribe if you're feeling the videos. In the previous video that I just recorded, I said I was thinking of taking my top off. I changed my mind. Sorry, putting my top on. I put it on, but I don't know, I'm just feeling more comfortable with my top off right now, so I'm just going to keep it off because YOLO. Yeah, if you guys want to roast me for having my top off, feel free to go ahead. I don't give a fuck, man. Come on now. But anyways, with that being said, appreciate you guys. Yeah, much love for tuning in. If you watched all the way to here, drop a comment. Yeah, saying microphone. Yeah, just so that I know that you're a real nigga. Peace.